Hello, hello. Feeling a little bored today, so we are going to play some Lords of the Fallen. This is a pretty fun. It's a Souls-like, pretty fun one at that. Actually, like other than Bloodborne, it's probably my favorite Souls-like. Just getting everything set up here. Sending out the links. Yeah, I was feeling pretty bored today, so figure. Oh, why not? Realistically, I should finish my Bloodborne playthrough, but it's like, eh. Alright, so, this is my Holy Knight Samael. Samael? I don't know. And, yeah, let's do this. Forgot how loud that was? Yeah, that's the game. It's a little rough when it first came out, but they've just been patching and patching and patching. The game feels great now. Yeah, my character's near max level, so kind of just don't mind that, I guess. Actually, there's an item down here, so... I think I took all this. Oh, hello. Hello, Clay. Yeah, I like to stream from here and there when I'm feeling bored. God, I cannot wait for Lords of the Fallen 2 to come out. It's gonna be... If it's anything as good as this one, then... yeah. Honestly, the big thing that got me into this game was... the big draw was the Umbral mechanic. It made me think so much of, Soul Reaver, how you had to shift between the physical and material realms to, oops, get through things. If I get all jittery and camera gets all wonky, I gotta clean my remote. Get the stick drift. Spooky. I do have some modifiers on, pre-upgraded loot, no vestige decay, and increased enemy density, because why not? Give these boys some lightning. This will be more or less me just steamrolling through the game, because I know Haven't played this game in like months, but I still know everywhere I'm going. Spooky, scary skeletons. Alright, then to use this vestige to get out of Umbral. Alright. Open sesame. Vestige of Brannick. Basically the bonfires. Nope. Fucking remote. I gotta get this thing cleaned out so it's not so jittery. Makes aiming be a pain in the ass when playing Space Marine. Oh, hello, Otto. Damn it. Stand my ground.
Give me that ramp.
Nice teeth. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lose this fight because there's a side quest I want to do later for an extra boss fight. There we go. There we go. Alright, so when the game first came out, you would get ambushed by that boss, and you weren't meant to win. It was possible, but you most likely weren't meant to win. New Game Plus, you'd be able to get an extra cutscene. The way they changed it, they put it on an update. If you start a fresh character, that boss will not show up here. So that way you're just not getting ambushed. Ooh, these are part of the online mechanic. You can kill an enemy that defeated a player. They'll be slightly stronger, but you get something. You get online currency for it. Yeah, the online for this game is pretty good, and they've done so much to update it. It's just amazing, like, that these devs just kept coming back over and over and over again because they wanted to make this game the best. Like, 2.0 update felt like a whole new game, just felt so good. If they put that much work on the Lords of the Fallen 2, I cannot wait. There we go. That is right, I have a baller. Obviously, I'm singing these guys' praises, but if you're not a Souls-like fan, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, my favorite Souls-like have to be like Bloodborne, and then this.
I always wondered if there were others. You're probably thinking that lamp's just a tool to be used as you see fit. Take it lightly, and you'll find it's the other way around. Mark my words. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. But since it seems Adir has you marked, making you a bigger threat to the Rogar serves us both. I've defied the wills of gods and kings. If you know any kind of freedom, you'll do the same. If you know
just
any
repeating himself. Nice to meet you, Iron Warfare. Something really cool. That's a character you played in the original. There's another Lords of the Fallen before this game. And, not the same developers, but they more or less continue the story. So, that guy there, he's the guy you played as in the original. I think it's even the same voice. Hang on, I gotta blow up my remote. I have a spare remote I could switch to, but it's like, I'm not going to until this thing is dead. I can get my money's worth. Alright.
Sentinel! To the cliffs! Fall back! Fall back!
No! Wait! Where are you going? Help us!
Bit of environmental storytelling. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. I just had a burrito. Oops, wrong buttons. Oh, fuck. That's right, I'm a beast. Oop. There's a few different side quests to get a couple boss fights. I won't be doing one of them because it's not really a boss fight, and you just get armor, and it's just a big old pain in the ass to get. There's one other one too where it's like I ain't gonna do the puzzle for. I'm just gonna do the one puzzle because you get an extra boss fight. Guy named called General Ingstrom, but that won't be for a while. Where to go? I just did a circle. Oopsie poopsie. Bloop. Been playing Space Marine, so I'm hitting X to dodge. When it's circle to dodge, and in Space Marine, circle throws grenades. Space Marine. Hello. Hell yeah. I should be doing all this side stuff off screen, honestly. Just to get to the story, but... Ow. Yeah, I think I'll do most of the side stuff off screen. Unless I specifically have to go back for something. Keep running. If you want to do a holy only build, it's very viable. So just like in some of the Souls games, you get things to get boss weapons. This is from the this sword I'm using right now is from the very first boss. Ah, shit! I forgot to turn that off. Oh no! And I can't use it. Son of a. Okay. All right, asshole. Let's do this. And the thing was right there, too. Whatever. Alright, gonna go to settings, multiplayer. There. Apply changes. I was gonna say I was surprised that happened, but then again. Yeah, there's no online restrictions from what I remember. Oh, that's what I get for dicking around. Okay, I really gotta find my ship because that was a level's worth. Oh, thank goodness. Message of Marco the Axe. Do I have enough for an upgrade? No, wait. Oh no, I'm way off. Am I? I'm confused. Character. Okay, no, yeah, I'm like 20 grand. Yeah, all my stats are nearly maxed. It's like, oh, why don't you just make a new character and build into it? Yeah. Or I can do everything and eventually be good at everything. No, usually my go-to is like kind of like the, I guess paladin build would be the word. I usually like do a bit of faith and like okay, here's an example of like what made me think of Soul Reaver. Got to go through the water, but it's too deep. However, in the material realm, water is as thin as air and has no heft or lift. Try my best to quote Soul Reaver, but it's like brain. Oh, hello. There's a shit ton of shortcuts to make. It's not a super huge game either, so there's like a ton of shortcuts so you can run from one side of the map to the other fairly quickly. Which is handy because they added modifiers, and one of the modifiers is like play with no vestiges. Now me, being a crazy devil I am, just turned on all the modifiers at once to get all the achievements at once. And it worked. Because I am an achievement hunter. Somewhat. Alright, just gonna do this. He'll give me the tutorial for it, but I'm maxed out on these scenes. You can create your temporary bonfire.
You carry the lamp long enough, and you'll see history repeat, over and over. If you don't want to keep retreading the same ground yourself should you fall, make use of this.
If you want to avoid the run back.
I've given you more umbral guidance than I ever had. From now on, find your own way, and stay out of mine.
Yeesh. Yes, sir. Is there anything up here? Keep swinging. Oh, that's another thing they changed in this. If you wanted to summon help, you had to die to the boss first. Now you can get help right away. Sure, let's get the Iron Wayfarer in here. Pardon me?
O holy Aureus, by your radiance grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days, to lay bare the path to salvation for my wayward brothers and sisters, so we may walk it together, and to strike down all those who would see our will defied. Even as our suffering continued, I honored my pledge of patience to the Exactor. And yet you now appear before me, a stranger, bearing what was not yours to receive. A betrayal made flesh, and one I cannot brook.
It always comes down to this.
Maybe overload for this. That's like Star Wars music.
No.
Gotta be careful.
Yet.
Nope. Ow. No, I don't get it. Oh. This is how you get your boss weapons. Sorta. You need an item later
Brothers
on.
and sisters, you honor us and all who came before you with your sacrifices. While I wish they were unnecessary, my wishes will not ease your suffering, but I pray my sorcery does.
Remembrance of Pieta. Pieta? I don't know. Loot. Yeah, give me the goods.
Welcome, Dark Crusader.
You missed the intro cutscene, but he kind of revives you. Skyrest.
I had no doubt in my assessment of you, as one worthy of the monumental task which lies before us, Crusader. My name is Dunmire, and I am an exactor of the Dark Crusaders, the holy order of which you are now an honored member. The Church of Orien Radiance has assigned to me the duty of purging Mornstead of its Rogar blight, and ensuring the ancient tyrant Adir knows no liberation from his enduring imprisonment. While the schism between the Church and Judge Cleric is of long standing, she and her hallowed sentinels, now perverted, did at least construct Mornstead's radiant beacons, which have prevented Adir's return for centuries. But now, we stand corrupted and on the verge of collapse. It is to these 5 beacons you must turn your eye. Use the Umbral Lamp to cleanse them of Adir's destructive influence, and deliver salvation to a world on the brink of perdition.
They've been perverted because I've been looking at dirty demon mags.
Rogar and Hallowed Sentinel alike will offer you no quarter, so remember, though Aureus' mercy is without limit, yours should not be.
Sounds like the kill order to me.
By Aureus' divine will, I live again. It's a miracle. And to think I raised my sword to you, when all alone you were a divine instrument sent by him to deliver my death and rebirth and bring clarity. Forgive me, Lampbearer. I'm Pieta of the Hallowed Sentinels. And as Aureus sustains me, so too will I sustain you. Whether by making manifest your potential or through my healing blood, contained within the sanguinarics you carry. Should you find any saintly quintessences, bring them to me, and they can bolster the power of my blood further still. The beacons must be cleansed, the hallowed sentinels restored, and Adir's malignancy eradicated. Through whatever is to come, fellow chosen of Aureus, we stand together in service of him. Our holy work continues, Lampbearer.
Yeah, I can't upgrade it any
Let
further.
Aureus' will be done.
You could also respec your character. Gonna do mirror. Yeah, not a whole lot going on around here. Not gonna talk to everyone. Excuse me.
So the Exactors found himself a new instrument. As Exactors are wont to do. And given that lamp was intended for me should his paladin fall, and yet now here you are, lamp bearer. Well, it seems I was right to doubt the value of a Dark Crusader's work.
Hey, fuck you, man. I was dead like 20 minutes ago.
I'm Stoneman, captain of the Fidelis, a group of good men and women who've made a stand against the madness which has possessed the rest of the Hallowed Sentinels. We made a vow to restore our order to its former glory, whatever the cost to ourselves. And by Judge Cleric's grace, we'll honor that vow. That heretical umbral lamp and the Dark Crusaders are necessary evils in these dire times, as are you, it would seem. Perhaps our aims will align further. Or perhaps not.
Man, I'm a beacon of fucking sunshine.
In Radiance, judgment.
Bunch of shit I don't need. It's all good. Everything I want to keep, I got locked. And a lot of that stuff, too, is account-based, so it can't be taken. Oh, almost went without activating this thing. That would have been bad. We're gonna get that to 99.
That's it, isn't it? Oh, the Lamp of Immortality. And the genuine article. Not a useless, empty vessel like the one I saw that witless fool bumbling around with. I've learned a little since coming to Mornstead about that lamp and the awful mission to which it's attached. I hope you recognize that frightful burden for what it is. In truth, what's been done to you is downright cruel. Of course, some people are born into roles of tremendous responsibility. My name is Andreas of Ebb, esteemed scion of nobility, but far more than that, descendant of the great ruler Antanas himself, as proven by my family's book of lineage, for one. That's right. Through my veins flows the blood of the legendary hero who defied Adir and the Rogar and saved the whole world, only to be betrayed and murdered by a common criminal.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll understand a man of my pedigree cannot simply stand idle while an unfortunate victim such as yourself remains shackled to such a grim fate. Give me the lamp, and let me shoulder your burden, friend. What say you? No? It saddens me to see you bring such agony down upon your own head. I hope you see sense and reconsider.
So in the original Lords of the Fallen, that guy turned into a monster and had to get put down. So, yeah. If I'm remembering that correctly. I played the original Lords of the Fallen. It was clunky at best.
Careful. If you're headed for Pilgrim's Perch, friend. The hallowed sentinels don't welcome everyone. Not even a faithful pilgrim who's crossed countless miles of land and sea to join them. All I wanted was to serve the divine judge cleric, but they deemed me unworthy and chased me off. What's a poor, rejected disciple to do now, I ask you? I gave away most of what little I owned before I left Perdam. But if you've got some traveling of your own to do, then here, take this. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's been a dependable companion to me.
Okay, so it doesn't show it because I already have a copy of it, but it gives you a stick. What's hilarious, though, if you do his whole quest line, it actually becomes a really good weapon, because every swing you take of it, it switches elements. And because it's a hammer, it staggers.
It's a harsh wind that blows in Mornstead, but a tree that doesn't bend breaks, I suppose. It's a harsh wind, but a tree that doesn't...
Alright. Alright, if there's NPCs, I'll talk to them about the exploration. Okay, kind of a lie, there is one more person I gotta get started before. Yeah, I progressed too far, because I don't know if our quest will break. Oh yeah, there's one more NPC I gotta interact with around here as well. Fucking.
Most blessed representatives of the Holy Judge Cleric. My soul soars to see...
Hold your tongue, pilgrim. And on your feet. You are on sacred ground. And we are yet to see whether you are deserving of that honor.
I assure you, I have dedicated my life to the teachings of Judge Cleric. My faith in her and her divine works is boundless.
Pray it is. For our Immaculate Lady's light will lay bare the truth. And in radiance, there is judgment.
So it's one of those things, it's like the church. It became corrupted after, like, story is they got the Rune of Adir and they ended up becoming corrupted. Because the Rune of Adir is literally demon magic. So they were holding it for safe, to my understanding, they were holding it for safekeeping, but... Okay, so just bear with me for a moment as I do this. I gotta get naked. The pride of the Buck of Lords has been reaffirmed. So that is an NPC sitting there right there. Sorry, trying to find my sword. Yeah, that just starts up an NPC thing now. There's, I guess, there's like major bosses and there's like minor bosses, which are just like a tougher version of a regular enemy you can find in the game. Here, I'll do the fight here really quick and you'll see, and then I'll go help another NPC really quick. It's kind of funny. This is basically the Solaire of this game. Solaire of Astora.
The cleric's welcome comes behind the edge of a sentinel's blade. More often than not in this place. Makes me curious how you're still breathing. I suppose dangling the promise of salvation from one hand and the threat of death from the other keeps a pilgrim obedient. Ah, on second look, you're not just another deluded lamb, are you? You know, not long ago, I saw a Dark Crusader carrying that same lamp. Now it's in your hands. Again, curious. I know they'd see you rejuvenate those obscene monuments preventing Adir's return. Don't. That's a threat. But also advice. Adir rewards the faithful. There's salvation here if you want it. But you won't find it in the light of the sun or that lamp.
Alright. So, she's basically the... three different endings to this game. Radiant, Umbral, Inferno. I'm gonna go for Radiant because it's the most straightforward.
While I stand, you never stand alone.
There's our bucket friend. Yeah, that's really it. He just helps these minor fights. Pride of the Bucket Lords. Alright, then every, like, 3 or 4 of those, there's like 12 minor bosses. Every 3 or 4 of those you gotta bring back to him. Because if you pick up too many without bringing them back, he becomes hostile. Seems to get upgraded too as you bring more stuff to him. While I stand, you never stand alone. Get off the edge. Fucking remote camera thing. Jump! Oh, fuck. Who put platforming in my soul's like? Before I go too far, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Oh, these guys. They will push you off the ledges. Got a number parasite on him. Now what? Oh, what a dick! Sorry, I was just spawning something. Shit. I see you. I like to use the holy weapon on it to give it that extra big of a boost. It's not the strongest weapon, but it's like that smite buildup is really nice. Smite just does like pop damage. Yep. Just outside of Skyrest. Yeah, shit. Crap. I didn't want to use that. That's going to drain all my magic.
Diviner dear, witness this offering I make to you.
So yeah, that was the lady we were just talking to. She cut off her own hand. You can actually see it hanging from around her neck. Hey, I wonder, how do you get over there? There was clearly a bridge just now. But how are you supposed to drop down? But you just lick it. Lego my Ango. Alright, now I have to go back, Umbral. If you're wondering what's going on with the health, that's withered health. It's kind of like the rallying in Bloodborne. If you take a hit, you can get the health back. Shields in this game do not block 100% of the damage. Like, depending on what shield you have, you'll always, some of your damage will always become withered health, but you can get some of it back. I have what is like the third best shield in the game. The first and second best shield like have slightly higher. Stats on this one, not too bad. 81, 81, 90, 81, 78% for stability. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I've got some runes on it, so it's like small health regeneration, grant small mana regeneration, and reduce withered damage while blocking. So it's a pretty good shield. I don't use the first or second best shields because I don't like it. Literally, I just don't like the look of them. One's literally a giant stone pillar, and the other one is like some weird void wall looking thing. Yeah, the way gear works in this game, it's not like Dark Souls where you can upgrade something at the start of the game and it'll still be good. Or at least be decent. Like, the boss weapons are obviously exceptional, especially if you build into them, but yeah, anything you find near the start of the game, once you get midway through the game, it's like you're gonna be dropping it. Fucking remote. It's kind of a shame because there's like one sword I thought looked really neat at the start of the game, but it's like, yeah, it just will not carry you through. It just does not get a lot of stat boosts. Okay, I technically don't have to interact with that up there because I technically have the item already, so just grab the few goodies that are down here. Yeah, up there you get an item called the Seer and Accusation. You did a side quest to get the best Infernal Catalyst. Alright. Married out of love, not nobility. Yeah, like I said, this isn't a super long game, especially once you know where you're going. Gimme. Ow. My ankles. Oh yeah, this thing that wasn't there before. Ow. Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. There's no reason for that, I just wanted to. Alright, Seedling, temporary bonfire. Or vestige. I need to stretch. Feeling stiff. That's better. I don't know why that's there. I have to go around roll. Oh shit. What's down here? It's crap. I've never actually gotten a good look at one of these things. Neat. The power of Christ compels you. Good, you need to work on your aim. Oh, you bitch! Glad I didn't get knocked back. What's this? Holy blood ring. Ouch. bitch. Damn it. Okay, so if you break an enemy using that soul flay on them, it actually guarantees you getting some of their better items, like their runes. Because kind of like Bloodborne, you have like the sort of slot upgrade system. Yeah, this game takes a lot from the idea of Bloodborne as well as a bit of Elden Ring. The only thing we're missing is a gun. Yeah, you get crossbows, that's good enough. There's one crossbow you get like partway through the game. It's not the strongest. It's pretty up there. Probably like the third best crossbow. But the really, really nice thing, semi-auto. You don't have to reload the bolts every time. Then you have the sniper crossbow, and then you have like the 3-burst one you get from beating a boss. That one's probably the best DPS, but it's like reload after every 3 shots. Semi-auto one, it's just like pink, pink. I heard you coming, asshole. You. Okay, won't. Just clipping into the thing, it won't hit him. As redonkulous as that is. Go ahead and rest.
Another lamp bearer. Aye, so it goes. Should you end up one of the few to earn a vestige, I'll tend to it, as I do, for whatever it's worth, and until I'm in the ground myself. The Hallowed Sentinels and Rogar will both show you horror enough, but nothing like what that lamp brings into view. And remember, you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back. Mind yourself, Lambearer. Whether you took up that light willingly or not, you're on a treacherous path. And forever's never as long as you think. Mind yourself, Lambearer. Whether you took up that light willingly or not, you're on a treacherous path. And forever's never...
Alright. Oh crap, before I forget, I gotta head back to Skyrest. Okay, I did open the door. NPC is gone. Just have her helmet. Head up here. And here she is.
Hello again, Deathless One. I'm glad you were able to free yourself from behind those bars. Perhaps it was the Golden Gallant who put you there. I couldn't see him by firelight. I wonder where he went.
She's nuts.
Witness the woe of living rock made flesh by the arrogance of gods. When I carry only thunder in my heart, I worry lightning will strike me twice. Will you bring news of this fallen one's kin? Ah, my invitation reached you.
Gonna go ahead and buy these.
Ah, my invitation reached you.
Get rid of some shit I don't need. Alright. Gonna head back to, the Belfast. Bell room. Oops. I love the animations, like they're just so smooth. Create a little shortcut. Pull him off the edge. Alright. This right here, this is how you get your boss weapons. Kind of like the transpose and kill in Dark Souls 3. That body always been up there? What did he drop? Gimme. Oh, fuck. I might as well stay here, because I'm gonna need to. Oop. Yeah, that worked. He's dead. Granted, these guys aren't high. Anyway, as I was saying, granted these guys aren't hitting nearly as hard because one thing I did with this game that I thought was pretty neat. So usually when you complete a cycle in a Souls game, you move on to the next New Game Plus, and it gets harder. Well, in this, and it outright says, if you want to, you can restart the cycle while keeping all your stuff. And outright says it's good for those who just want to do trophy hunting. I have restarted New Game Plus 2 for I don't know how many times. I should have wanted New Game Plus 3 just to see how much worse it is. That's kind of the interesting thing too, is the game was actually a lot harder when it first came out, and then they made a bunch of changes for bosses and all that. Well, one of the last biggest updates, they added something called Veteran Mode. So basically, originally the way it worked is you had to start a fresh character. They eventually made it where you can take your legacy character into it. But yeah, basically, it was a new game run, but the bosses were restored to their original difficulties. Enemies were more aggressive, harder to stagger. All that fun jazz. This path used to be different. There used to be a board of wood. You could just walk right over there. Take your dog.
Sentinels.
Prison cell key.
Insult to Galinda's skills. Damn sentinels! Insult to Galinda's skills. Waste of her time. So, you're not another of these fools. Good. That key. Hand it over. No one gets the better of Galinda for long. Finally, make a slave of Galinda. Ha!
You made a slave of me.
You don't count.
So yeah, she's the blacksmith. So, kind of forgot he was in that corner, but like, first time playing this game, like, didn't even realize he was there. I just heard like another voice and pan the camera over. I was like, oh shit, how long you been standing there? I'm gonna take this elevator up, and this is gonna take us back to the vestige. Go back down. So I have increased enemy density, but yeah, the more you hang out in Umbral, the more enemies will appear over time. Probably need to pop that so early, but I've got a lot of things that just recover my mana. I got a ring, and I got my shield. I wish you could change the color of shields.
So, you're starting to see through their lies. Church, crusaders, sentinels, corrupt hypocrites, butchers and madmen, a lot of them. Adir, the one true God, stands on the verge of finally returning and restoring order to this broken world. And what do? Defy him. Fucking heretics. Name's Damaros. And I'm wondering if Adir might have a purpose for you.
Couldn't tell you.
It takes strength to survive in this world, and Mornstead's no different. Adir's got no time for the weak, and neither should you. Cut them down, and take what they've got for yourself.
So, I'm not doing the Inferno ending, so... she's not gonna be the thing for long.
While I stand, you never stand alone.
Oh my fucking... Oh, while you're in Umbral as well, your healing things don't give you your full health back. It's partially. Any healing you get is partially Umbral. Or withered, I mean. I am on the verge of being invaded, so, you bear with me for a moment. If you hang out in Umbral for too long, someone shows up. Spawning in with me now. Fantastic. And now that he's dead, all Umbral games are actually multiplied. It used to be good for farming, but then they made it where they'll give you like 20,000 vigor, I think it's called, on its first drop, and then it's just very diminishing returns. Used to be able to just farm him over and over again. That's the strategy, but it's just farm ability.
Apologies for the dour mood you found me in when last we met, but I've perked up since then. Found myself a new purpose. At least something to keep me occupied while in Mornstead. I'm going to be a traveling merchant. Please, peruse my wares. Hopefully you'll see something of interest. Some might use the word scavenger, true, but that sounds somewhat judgmental, don't you think? I'm just putting to use that which has been discarded. You could even say that there's a sort of nobility in it. But perhaps just a little. Hello again, friend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. My sword is pure holy damage, and I'm doing like 500 something. Sin Piercer sword is like a split. That's a little weaker, but does a bit of poison build up. Anything worth buying?
Hello again, friend.
Not really.
May your path be blessed.
Bitch. Yeah. Well, that rung someone's bell. So just keep healing. Back. Back. There we go. Hey, with the urged. How close am I to leveling up? Still a ways off.
Come to Aureus, my child. Hands in my embrace. Oh, may your flesh sustain my divinity. Bless you. Bless you.
Creepy. whoa, whoa. Hey. Oh, hey. Okay, seeing like a basic enemy be the thing that killed someone, the only one I can think of is someone went AFK.
Onwards you march, eh? I hope it's not for any kind of glory, because you won't find a sniff of that in Mondstadt. And certainly I hope it's not in the name of the Hallowed Sentinels, because take my word for it, they're no better than the Rhogar. I've got many a scar to prove it. Whether you've embraced Umbral or struggle against it is none of my concern. Power is a sweet temptation, and the lamp will grant you that, sure enough. But don't confuse that with loyalty. Still, I'll not deny, I owe Umbral for giving me what it did. So the vestiges will be minded as long as I'm able. Name's Byron, by the way. I'll be around. Always am.
Alright. Stay on for just a little bit longer. I like the visual effect when you buff the weapon, like the swing. Alright, open up a shortcut right here, which leads right back to the vestige I just opened. A lot of shortcuts, some of them don't seem to make sense, but before they added modifiers, each New Game Plus you would go into, you'd actually lose more and more vestiges. Now you can change out the modifier if you don't lose any, but yeah. Yeah, the fast travel things would just become few and farther in between. You'd have to rely more and more on your temporary things. And probably wouldn't have a whole lot of them on at the time, so it's like... So yeah, as time went on, like, you were just relying more and more on your temporary vestiges to get around. Especially if you needed, like, to level up in a pinch. And again, that's one of those things, a finite resource. You can imagine how stressful it gets. Oop. I can tank his hit, it's just... I got so much shit around me right now. Yeah, like I said, you used to be able to farm him, but after the first big drop of change he gives, he doesn't drop nearly as much anymore.
You! How about some help? The sorcerer I was traveling with said the trinket I wore was actually some kind of ancient magical accessory. Said it would toughen my skin against harm if I let him reinvigorate it with his sorcery. As you can see, he did that sure enough. Stupid bastard. But he was a stupid bastard with coin, and the mercenaries got to make a living. Wilmark wanted protection for a journey to Mondstadt. He thought there was powerful magic here for the finding. But the coward ran off when some creatures appeared soon after I started petrifying. They couldn't take my head, but hopefully they hunted him down and made a latrine out of peace. So, looks like my blade's for hire again, when I could swing it. Get this damn thing off me, and I'll be in your debt. And who doesn't appreciate having a favor in the pocket? Oh, that is so much better. Life is to be lived, not spent stuck in a reeking swamp, being crawled over by insects. Since you seem to know your way around sorcery, here, this thing's better off in your hands. And good riddance to it. I only had it because I won it in a game of dice. If I'd known what it really was, I'd have left it on the table. Never trust magic. My father taught me that. Well, you helped me out of a fix, so I owe you. But let me work some blood back into my limbs first. I feel like I've been sleeping on a stone floor for a month. Meet me at the bridge. Wilmark and I passed by there, and it seemed as safe a place as any you're likely to find in this dump of a kingdom. Then we'll talk.
So yeah, she's literally paid help. As in, you summon her for a boss fight, you gotta pay her afterward. Else, when you summon her, you can pay her like whenever you can, but it has to be before you fight another boss that you summon her for. If you try to summon her again without paying her, she does not be happy. She won't be happy about it.
Here you are again. If having your eyes... Here you are again. If having your eyes open to the Umbral Realm hasn't driven you mad yet, then maybe you'll endure. Although you never really get used to it. You just learn to balance on the edge and ignore the whispers telling you to jump. I came to Mondstadt once, a long time ago. I made a mistake, but now I'm going to put it right. I came to Mondstadt. I made a mistake.
All right.
Yeah.
Shit. Should be using these, but it seemed to act like quick. I'll try to get this U in before I get invaded again by the Red Scarlet Reaper. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Shit. Oh, this way. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll get all the extra goodies off screen. Wow, I completely went around for no reason. Yeah, summon Stormwind. This would be a thing you would summon Kakujin, the lady I just helped out of stone. Okay, that's where you go. I just dropped from the place on the right. Oh snap, it's the Headless Horseman. Yep, you can knock him off his horse.
Perhaps there is hope in that heretical light after all.
Latimer, in death, may you continue to shine as the radiant paragon you are in life. And may your dedication to our cause be remembered evermore.
Okay, so that's his head. Oh, it's right there, too. Oh, okay, I didn't actually notice that. There really is Headless Horseman. Voiced by Christopher Walken. And now I will be purifying the light. Alright. Well, I'm gonna be calling it there. I hope whoever was watching, you had a good time. And, I might pick it up. Later. I hope you all have a good day.